Hello to my Pisces. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get you ready for the week. Let's get you ready for the week. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. All right. So the moon is moving into Gemini or has moved into Gemini by the time you see this video. So I have questions for you. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Coming back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, let's get into it. Talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. Doesn't have to be your sun sign, doesn't have to be your moon. It can be anywhere from first house to 12th house, but whatever Pisces is in your birth chart, Pisces actually rules 12th house. So 12th house is all about spirituality, addictions, psychic abilities, healing, solitude, endings, world service, secrets, and also emotions. Okay. So those are topics that would be covered and just communication around communication. Okay. So moon being in Gemini, moon in Gemini. We're not talking about a Gemini, but moon in Gemini is around messages, downloads you're getting. Every decision I make, I consider my inner child, right? Everyone has an inner child. And adults have inner children, an inner child. That's what I meant to say, an inner child. Okay, so let's start out with the questions before we pull an angel number because I've already prayed over everyone's cards. First question for the moon in Gemini. For those of you who have been with me, know that every reading comes with questions. Sometimes I share the questions while I'm pulling the cards, sometimes before, during, after. But let's get the questions. First question is, do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like work, your relationships, well-being, or home life? Second question, what is getting in the way of you changing your story, right? Your life's story. Um, Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? And then last but not least is, who are the 5 people you could get in touch with who could help you on your journey? A moon in Gemini is playful, it's creative, it's curious, it's interested, it's hungry for life, it's eager to taste all aspects of life, one with the need to explore many paths simultaneously, being guided by what feels most fun. Um, it really is like because Gemini rules third house, it's like that feeling you get is like early education, like that wide eyed wonder when you're a kid, when you're learning things, when you first learn things, right? So let's say, for instance, you're just awakening to your psychic gifts and it feels like you just open up, this gift that you receive from an ancestor, and you're like, "Ooh, right, it's something exciting, right?" And you're just discovering something, it's some shiny new, gift, right? Or you're just discovering, oh, you've finally been practicing this instrument that you learned how to play, and you finally got it after practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And so that's what you're talking about. Every decision you make, you consider your inner child. And that's what it feels like when people realize what they've inherited in the spirit realm. It feels like um, a secret that you've uncovered, the light side of a secret that you've uncovered. And so when people don't believe that about your excitement, and they believe that people are being phony about a gift, or they've been hiding something, some kind of secret, or that somebody is a wolf in sheep's clothing and they've always had this gift and they've just been hiding it from people, and people are still just trying to discover all aspects of their gift, I think everybody can kind of relate to that. I think everybody can relate to that. And so it doesn't matter whether you're 8 to 80 years old, everybody can relate to that. So looking at this, somebody is just making a decision. Every decision somebody makes is like considering their own inner child. So let's get into it. Yeah, 208, gratitude everywhere. Challenge yourself to be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter how dire the present circumstances may be. Your angels challenge you to focus on gratitude. So, out loud right now, recite a list of what you are grateful for today. Nothing is too inconsequential to include, right? So, two, somebody is at peace with closing out a cycle and getting focused, and that's 208, right? So two, like the peace sign, two. Somebody's at peace with closing out a cycle. 0 looks like it would be like the Fool card, but upright. Like somebody's leaving behind a lot of distractions that could have been overwhelming for you. And then 8 would be, just getting focused. You're unchaining yourself. You're detaching yourself from any kind of distractions, right? Something is ending. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So those questions may help everybody. Those questions are for everybody. So usually, sometimes I'll share the questions out loud. Sometimes I won't, but there's always questions with readings. So here we go. Let's get into it. So this reading is around those questions. Let's do it. Let's see what's in the cards. So here we have the Hierophant card. So Hierophant card connects us to either a Taurus, second house. Taurus rules second house. Second house is around material possessions, but also around personal resources, money habits, possessions, values, financial security, self-worth, and also income. So also income. So something has ended. Something has ended, like in terms of like music or something that would have been harmonious. Something has come to an end. Maybe some kind of divine connection or something has come to an end. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Someone has gone down a rabbit hole of sorts, and was very meticulous in finding out some information. And some physical information about something. But somebody has gone down a rabbit hole and finding out some information around music. Um, um, there are some, like I said, divine connections and those kind of things, right? So here we have the Six of Cups here, and kind of go back down memory lane. Something was nostalgic, for somebody. Just kind of sort of, somebody found something that was really nostalgic, during someone's childhood and around music, and just kind of sort of growing up and just feeling safe and secure, with some energies and just being around some energies, right? So somebody's putting a manhole cover over something, that just, kind of made some, maybe cause somebody to lament. Somebody's putting a, manhole cover over something, putting something behind them, just moving on. Here we have the Four of Pentacles here. I see somebody being conservative with their time. I see somebody learning how to just be more conservative with their time. I'm saying water is the first card here. Yeah, I'm saying water is the first card here. So the moon has an affinity with water. hmm So someone is moving. Someone is moving. Something about the ninth house. Uh, Something about the ninth house. Ninth house speaks to someone is learning how to adapt. So Sagittarius, we're not talking about a Sagittarius or a person who's a Sagittarius, but somebody is now saying something from a higher frequency. Sagittarius is the Temperance card. And ninth house deals with like higher education, philosophy, law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. And what I'm picking up here is that someone is no longer interested, uh, possibly in music. something has just totally just whatever interest that somebody may have had, possibly, in music, or and I'm saying music in particular is because of the music note on this card here. Something has totally ended for somebody. Somebody has just completely ruined. I don't know, just kind of sort of ruined someone's, just dragging somebody into something. Yeah, so something has completely ruined someone's. Yeah, just people being shady. Yeah, something has just totally turned someone off. Just people just being shady. Whoever this energy is making shady comments about things has just totally turned some people off. Two energies off altogether. Looking at the cards here, yeah, here's the Knight of Swords here. Swords is saying to somebody is staying focused, not running away from anything. Somebody is just staying focused and not running away from anything. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, somebody wasn't running away from something concerning possibly a Capricorn, because that's a devil card there. And devil card in tarot, I mean, if you've been watching tarot, then you already know what the devil card is. But um, yeah, I'm just looking at this Ten of Cups here. And 10 would be like the end of something, like end of some kind of um, connection, like some kind of end of a connection. Like, um, yeah, so somebody is in hermit mode. Hmm. I'm going to see what this is, though. Hold on. There's a fire energy that's responsible for making some kind of shady comments about someone's career or their life goals or their achievement or public image, or, masculine energy, or, their social status or their fame. Like somebody made some kind of shady comments that could have put an end to two people's career. And something obviously was so damaging, that it just turned people off. I mean, it turned the people who were actually pursuing a career off, not other people, but it just turned the people who were pursuing a career off. It's like I said, misery loves company. Yeah, yeah. So source is saying something about staying focused. Somebody is free. Looking at the cards here. Huh. Something about hmm. I'm trying to make some kind of a connection here between music and like because that's the first card that came out, like music and kind of like the religious community or something. Is there some kind of connection there? with these two cards here. Because somebody was dragged into something. And we're seeing a lot of stuff on social media where people are being dragged into, like communities are being pulled into stuff. And it's coming out here in the cards here. Yeah. So some kind of decision is made. Some kind of a partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. But so a decision is somebody, you're making a decision. These two cards here are Hermit and Lovers cards. Both are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the communication messenger planet, but it's also learning how people communicate. Just kind of how people receive messages and how people send out messages. Like how people receive and send out messages, right? So, excuse me, or how people interpret messages. Um, I'll take like maybe reading cards, for example. Like this water is reflective. So when I talk about reading, like talking about reading cards, I talk about like the duality. Like the duality. This right here, we started out in a new moon in Gemini. I might talk about like the duality of Pisces. High vibrating Pisces is this, low vibrating Pisces is that, right? But if somebody feels like they're just hearing Pisces, or I may say 12th house, or wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, some readers may say Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I say wherever Pisces is in your birth chart because Pisces rules 12th house. Plus, I'm talking to Vedic astrology and tropical astrology, right? Anyway, looking at the cards here, the bottom line is that somebody is from now on considering their own inner child and how something could end someone's dreams by dragging someone into something, dragging other people into something. Here we have the Chariot card here. Somebody is getting married. Yeah, somebody is getting married. Somebody's also seeing something from a higher frequency too. Here we have the Three of Cups here. Somebody's also feeling like in hindsight, they wish they had walked away from something. So, hmm. Here's a Nine of Wands. Somebody's not going back to something. Somebody is not, when once say somebody leaves, somebody's not going back. Here we have the Magician card. There's just too much confusion. Something is just way too much confusion going on, looking at the cards here. So a lot of hindsight, and hindsight this, and hindsight that going on. Here we have the King of Cups here. Yep. So here we have the Ace of Wands here. Mm-hmm. So somebody has a lot of ideas moving forward. A lot of ideas moving forward. Some kind of a partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. Let me see. But somebody's leaving behind a lot of distractions. That's the Fool card upright. Somebody's leaving behind a lot. Which kind of starting out what we started in the beginning. Just protect your peace. You're leaving behind a lot of distractions. Closing out a cycle, and so you can stay focused. You and somebody, so you all can stay focused. And that's it. That is it, and that is all. So take whatever resonates with you. Alrighty. You're building your third eye strength. Yeah, this is a spiritual journey for somebody. Somebody has been around a lot of energies that was draining your water, draining someone's in the physical realm. Somebody was around a lot of energies that was draining, emotionally draining, where somebody could not realize what was being put back into you. So this is self-love. Let the wall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. hmm Yeah, in other words, somebody was around energies that were responsible for you going from 0 to 1,000, like being hot-headed, energies that were responsible for you, making you feel like you had the weight of the world on your shoulders, all of this mess. I mean, just whoever. Let's see what else we got going on here. The key. All you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. So you hold the key to your life. A deeper world. Do not push or force your way through life. Finding balance even in dark times will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. It's coming. Hope is on the horizon. In the face of challenges, remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. Yeah. Somebody was definitely dealing with a Queen of Pentacles um, who was instigating things by being shady and trying to help you to stay focused, um, putting a lot of ideas in somebody's mind about a lot of things. Hmm. Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. So somebody is now learning how to pour into themselves and consider your own inner child, consider your children. If you have children, other people's children, like pour into yourself so that you're not easily influenced by energies who, like I said, create this smoke and mirror kind of drama that causes you to just kind of take off like a rocket, like for like just them just being shady towards or making shady comments, cause you to just take off like a rocket, demonizing people, like somebody just can't think for themselves. This is what basically what somebody's saying. Oh, it's really talking down to somebody, like instigating, like something is a competition. Ridiculous. Where there is hope, don't believe that the past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons. A hopeful heart never gives up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here, right now. Looking at the cards here, because wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, somebody is getting away from energies who are discouraging you to march to the beat of your own drum. Somebody is getting away from energies who are discouraging you to be on your own unique path. I feel like somebody could be around energies who are just kind of so that they know you kind of go along with the flow, whoever you are. Like I said, your sun, moon, rising, Venus does not have to be Pisces. But being around energies who just kind of sort of discourage you from following your own path, your north node. That's why you see is right here. 2 and 8 is 10. Find out what your north node is. That's something that source already qualified somebody to do. Doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is. Your north node is with source. That's how you already pre-qualified for something before you even landed here on planet Earth. Before you even came out the womb, source already had an assignment for you before you got here on planet Earth. You already qualified for that. So energies distracting you with who's competing with whom and all this other, that's just delaying you. That's just delaying somebody or trying to pull out somebody's demons. Those are the energies that have to go. Those are the energies that people have to kind of sort of get away from. Those energies will keep you in the physical realm, always upset, frustrated, distracted, all of that. But somebody will learn. A new chapter. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that they may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. So, yeah. Yeah, somebody could think a Gemini looks down on them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. A high vibrating Gemini would not. High vibrating Geminis, what a lot of people would have in common with high vibrating Geminis is that high vibrating Geminis would don't like people who are condescending, right? That's a high vibrating Gemini. Don't like people who are condescending to them. Don't like people to be condescending to them, right? At all, right? So if somebody is planting that seed or whatever, like they roll third house, um, and they're an incredibly smart zodiac sign. So if somebody is planting that seed for someone who is very familiar with their third house, that, oh, this person's talking down to somebody being condescending, somebody knows who agitates. Like somebody knows whoever you are, what agitates your spirit. Anytime this card comes out here, this right here, building strength and all of this craziness, like in the terms of like boxing and all this other stuff, clearly you see this right here, third eye. So I just want you to build your third eye strength. There's a Virgo involved. There's a sixth house here about your health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices, whatever. Building your third eye strength. So that's what source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. The source is trying to help you learn how to do. And that's who you're going to. You're not going to anybody who is feeding whatever your demons are. You're going to directly to source. Whoever you are, you're going directly to source. Doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is. And I got to re-emphasize that because readers read cards, however readers read cards. And people are kind of breaking out or breaking away. Some people read cards in the traditional sense. Some people read cards. However, you got mediumship. You got all kinds of psychic gifts that people have. But source is saying that for you to stay focused, whoever, man, woman, doesn't really matter, to stay laser focused. Yeah, stay laser focused. Let me see. Let me see if there's something else here in the cards. Somebody sounds like a copycat. That's what it sounds like. Somebody sounds like a copycat, like they just sit around and watch people on social media, pick up certain terminology and just take it back. That's what it sounds like. Ten of Wands here. Mm-hmm. So there's 0 in numerology. As we know, there's something kind of sort of felt like it lost some kind of space or time. Like something was like just processing. Like just kind of sort of felt like it was just like losing space or time. Like something was just kind of. Hmm. So, but you're on top of something. You're on top of something. Here's a good fortune, turning point. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So anyway, Knight of Swords here. Something with motorcycles. Hmm. You and somebody are maybe like to ride motorcycles or go out, hang out with motorcycles. Fast thinking. Hmm. Anyway, that is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Yep. So make it a great week. Let's see if there's anything else. Hope this video goes up because I know the Pisces who usually sends me a text message to say, hey, I didn't see the video. So hopefully this video goes up for you. You know who I'm talking to. The one who sends me text messages. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you. This is what I'm seeing for you. Yeah. So, alrighty. Bye.